Okay students, in this video we will study what is a Bernoulli's equation and how the Bernoulli's equation is solved. So first of all, Bernoulli's equation is a first order equation and its standard form is dy by dx plus p of x into y, same like the linear equation, dy by dx plus p of x into y equals to, that right hand side is a little bit changed, and that is equals to f of x into y to the power n. Now this y to the power n factor or term makes it a non-linear equation, so we can also say that it is a first order non-linear equation. So that is Bernoulli's equation, where n is the power. So n can be any real number. It can be a natural number, it can be a rational number, it can be an integer, it can be an irrational number, any real number. Now we are concerned with how this non-linear first order differential equation is solved. So there are basic certain steps to make it solve. So first step is that you have to multiply this y to the power minus n on both sides. So this is multiply y to the power minus n on both sides of this equation b. I have mentioned this equation as equation b. So the basic purpose of this multiplying is to get rid of that factor y to the power n on this right hand side. Okay, so we have multiplied this y to the power minus n dy by dx plus y to the power minus n p of x into y equals to y to the power n minus n f of x into y to the power n. Now we simplify because base is same, so powers are added and subtracted. So we arrange it and it becomes y to the power minus n dy by dx. So bases are same, so here we can write y to the power minus n plus 1. So I am writing it like this, y to the power 1 minus n into p of x, and here bases are same, so powers are added, so that becomes y to the power minus n plus n, and minus n plus n cancels each other, and that becomes y to the power 0, and anything that has the power 0 is 1, so it diminishes or finish in the right hand side. So this is the step number 1, and this the equation has converted into this form. So in the second step, what we do, we select this along with the p of x factor, we select this y to the power 1 minus n. Okay, we assume that let me arrange this in a proper form. Okay, now assume this be any variable other than x. So I am assuming this as w, a new variable. Basic purpose for this converting into a new variable is, the basic science behind that is we convert a non-linear equation into a linear equation and then we solve it. So this is a very easy step for this. So the basic science behind this is that. So I hope that you understand the theme. Okay, we are converting into a new variable, and then we are now eliminating this y and we are converting the whole equation in terms of w. So for that we need dw by dx. So dw by dx, if we integrate this both sides, this equation both sides with respect to x, then what it becomes, we have to apply the chain rule. So d by d of y and y to the power 1 minus this dy by dx. Okay, basically we are differentiating both sides with respect to x, and for differentiating y we need this chain rule dy. Okay, so that we can find its derivative. So its derivative becomes d by dy of y to the power 1 minus n. So basic power rule is power 1 minus n, and power is, in derivatives power is reduced by 1, so that becomes 1 minus n minus 1 into dy by dx. Now what it becomes? 1 minus n y to the power minus n dy by dx. So in the next step I am shifting this 1 minus n, because that must be some constant. N is any real number, so 1 minus that real number must be a constant. So I am shifting this in the right hand side, and this becomes 1 over 1 minus n dw by dx equals to dy by dx. So this is step number 2. Okay, in the step number 3, now we are converting, we are basically removing y and converting this equation completely in terms of w. So in step number 3, what we are going to do, we are eliminating y. So in this first form,